Hi, I have the impulse to share something. For me, it gets more and more clear how important it is to be here, here with me. And when I'm not there, to realize, to notice, and going back here, and to be with. Not to try something, not to fix something, just to be with. And when I learn to be with here, then I align my soul. I align my true nature with me. When my being matters, and when I decide to take care about my being here, then I align true nature, then I align my soul with life, with whatever. Whatever I do, I want to learn, and I'm in the process of learning to connect it to my beingness. Whatever I do, if I take a shower, if I have a talk, if I do a decision, if I have a walk, if I go shopping, when I can do whatever I do in my life with also being here, then I align my beingness with my doingness, and I align it with my true deeper essence, with my soul. And to the same time, I'm learning to notice, when do I click away here? What happens in this gap, in this space, when it does this click? And I want to share that here very personally. In my last diet, there are always, as people who know, who are dieting master plans, there are many layers, and often things just go deeper and deeper and deeper in what we see and what we perceive. But one of the things what I explored and saw is that there are certain things sometimes happening where something gets triggered very, very fast, and I click away. It's like a click, and I'm out of being here. And ego-driven, I act, I fight, I come into the fight modus without being connected to here. And in my personal exploration and case, I explored that when I was very little, I learned the world is not just, it's not fair. I can't trust. And like a protective mechanism, started so that when this is happening, the world is not fair, it's not just, I clicked away and I started to fight and doing things and fighting for it, for a fair and for a just world, for a fair world, and because it was painful, I learned to click away from my heart when I was doing that, so I don't feel the pain. And I could notice today, these days in my life as well, that sometimes when I come into this fighting, how my brain chemistry is changing, and I come into this fighting, and then I'm in a different frequency because I'm disconnected from my heart, from my being here. I'm disconnected from my consciousness. I'm not consciously here, and I'm not with love. I'm not acting with love. So when I disconnect, of course, I'm in a different frequency. So God, so the light, love, like creation, like this energy, can't connect with me because I'm in a different frequency. And I could see what is happening also in the world, how often humans, how we disconnect from source, from our true essence, and how many people live their whole life disconnected, and they don't have a chance because of their different frequency to connect to love and to God and to the source of creation. So they are separated. And I could see it like the mirror and reflection in my personal own Ute life. So now I'm learning really to sense, when do I click away, and then I'm not in alignment with my soul and not alignment with the goodness and presence. So yeah, always coming back here. This is my reminder, and maybe you like to observe for yourself, how does it feel in your body when you are here? And when it beingness here, being here matters, and how you feel in alignment, and how can you align your doing with checking in whatever you are doing, how does it resonate, and how are you to the same time here, and how much it means, you know, when we really learn to be here, whatever we do, we can feel whatever we can feel. We can be angry, we can be sad, we can feel fear, but also being here and noticing when we separate and exploring and inquiring in which moment do we separate. Because very often there's this belief, is a certain belief which we learned when we were young. We created a mechanism to survive what was helpful when we were young, but now it's not helpful because we got wiser. But this part which separates, or this protection mechanism, coping strategies, they didn't get wiser, they didn't go wiser with us. So we have to identify them, to notice them, and to change them, and to create new ways to respond, and realizations, and to realize what does it mean to really be here. And every doing and all living comes from here. And what does it mean for our alignment, and alignment with soul or true essence? And what does it mean to walk the path in our life with being here again and again? And maybe at some point, not again and again, and just staying here. Ciao.